With the rush of our everyday lives, the advancement of technology, along with the conveniences of fast food, it sure is hard to stay active and eat a healthy, balanced diet. But if you know how to do it, it can be done, even with a busy lifestyle. In this first section of the book we are going to look at all the reasons why we gain weight, the people we need to talk to when we decide we are ready to lose the weight, why keeping yourself on a schedule actually helps you to lose the weight loss secrets, plus many other subjects that will help you to learn how to finally take the weight off and keep it off once and for all. The major causes of weight gain. We eat more calories than our body needs in a day, so the excess gets stored as fat. Our human bodies are designed in such a way that when in times it was harder to get food, our bodies could be prepared by having stored extra calories in times of plenty in the form of fat. Now, with the ease with which we get food, a lot of people tend to overeat, and this is a severe problem that causes a huge number of people to become overweight or obese. Genetics play a factor as well by setting basic parameters on the metabolic efficiency of your body. People who are overweight many times have very efficient metabolisms, meaning their body needs less calories per day than others to operate, and they store the excess calories as fat. Also, you have a greater risk of being obese if one of your parents are, and an even greater risk if both parents are. Your metabolic rate. Besides genetics, your metabolic rate depends on how active you are. It is said that every 10 years past our mid-20s we lose about 10% of our metabolic rate. This probably does not have to do completely with age, however, but instead with how active we are. The more active we are, the more muscle mass we can retain, or even build, and in turn the more fit we are because muscle tissue is metabolically active whereas fat is not. On the other hand, if we lead a basically sedentary life, we are much more likely to be able to gain weight as we lose muscle mass. Eating patterns. People's eating habits make a huge difference in determining their weight. When foods high in fat or sugars are favored, this of course can cause much weight gain. Also, how you serve the food, i.e. do you put the portions on everyone's plate or do you bring it all to the table and serve it the food family style where everyone can take as much as they want? Portion size is one of the main reasons people eat too much. Also, how have you learned to eat? If you are a fast eater, you may not even realize the cues your stomach gives you that it is full. Larger portion sizes. Over time, larger portions of food have become the norm, especially at many restaurants. Weight has also gone up because of this. Exercise or the lack thereof. Exercise is essential to a healthy lifestyle and to maintaining a healthy weight. When you exercise, especially when you include strength training in your workouts, you gain muscle mass and raise your metabolism, and in turn the muscle helps to burn more fat. In turn, you will weigh less and you will look leaner and firmer because muscle takes up less space than fat. Plus, strength training helps reduce the risk of accidental injury, improves your bone density, helps with digestion and helps in lowering your blood pressure, cholesterol and triglyceride levels. As you can see, even if your genes make it easier to gain weight than other people, diet and exercise are the two main factors that affect your health and weight. Regular exercise is essential to getting to and maintaining a healthy weight, and so is what you eat, how you eat and how much you eat. Learn portion control. This is usually a huge factor for most people, and they do not realize how much they are actually eating. A portion of food the size of your fist is generally all that should be eaten at one time, because that is the size of your stomach as well. Eating several small meals a day, rather than 2 or 3 big ones, will help you to be able to eat less and also not be hungry in the early days of forming this habit. Another vitally important thing is to never skip breakfast, as this sets up your metabolism for the day. If you don't eat breakfast, your body will go into defense mode and store more fat because it will think you are starving. Try slowing down your eating as well if you have the habit of eating fast. This way you can feel the signals from your stomach when you have had enough, before you stuff yourself full. When you have done that, you know for sure you have eaten too much. In reality, on a scale of 1 to 10 of fullness, we should feel right in the middle, around a 5, when we are done eating. It takes some practice, but you can learn this trick and you will feel so much better knowing you did not stuff yourself to the maximum capacity. Another thing to watch of course is your intake of fatty and sugary foods. We all need nutrients, including healthy fats, to keep us balanced, but eating a lot of junk food and sugary drinks will attribute greatly to us gaining more weight. Processed foods don't generally have a lot of nutrients in them, or any at all, and they are high in salt, sugar, and unhealthy fats. In today's busy lifestyles, we may not realize how often we are eating these foods. If you are one who is always ordering out for work, or going out to dinner as well, this is not going to keep you healthy because you do not have the control as to what is being put in your food, except special ordering at a restaurant, and it is much harder to make sure you are eating the right kinds of things and getting all of your nutrients. Going out to eat is fine every once in a while, but be sensible in what you are choosing, and you don't have to clear your plate of the large servings you will most likely be given. Should I go on a diet? When most people think of losing weight, they think of going on a diet. Many times, this means finding some fad diet that is probably popular at the current time, and trying to follow all of its crazy rules and recipes, like lemon juice, cayenne pepper and maple syrup. But honestly, who enjoys these things? Do you like cutting out entire food groups such as carbohydrates or drinking crazy concoctions that simply do not taste very good and do not fill you up? It is doubtful that anyone does. Yes, there are other diet plans out there that have a lot of merit to them, and if a diet is the way you want to go, then researching the different ones out there is very advisable so that you can find a reasonable, sensible diet plan that is not going to harm you or make you go crazy with hunger, causing you to fail in the end anyway. Choosing the right diet plan. When you are ready to choose your diet or eating plan, there are certain things that you must take into consideration to make sure that you are picking one that will help you to attain the weight loss goals you have and to make sure you are staying healthy. Some diets, as we mentioned, do not contain the right balance of nutrition that your body's needs, and can therefore make you sick, and won't help you to lose weight properly. Here are some important things to keep in mind when choosing the right diet plan. Realistic expectations. You must realize that losing weight is a process and takes time. The length of time to achieve your goals depends on how much you have to lose to get to your goal weight. You do not want to take on a crash diet plan that promises you to lose a lot of weight in a short amount of time, as that will most likely be a very unhealthy and an unsafe option for you. After the initial 2 or 3 weeks when weight loss is rapid because of water loss, after that you should be losing around 1 to 2 pounds a week to maintain healthy weight loss. The right nutrition. Make sure you look over any diet plans you are considering thoroughly and see what they allow or suggest for you to eat. If it has a balanced-looking diet to it with the right amounts of foods from the main food groups, you are probably looking at a plan that is safe. Any of the fad diets that cut out whole food groups, or make you starve yourself or drink strange concoctions are not safe. You also want the right amount of protein, carbohydrates, fiber, and make sure you are getting no more than 30% of your calories from fat per day. The right fit for you, or not? While you are researching different diet plans, make sure it is something that you think would suit you and your lifestyle. If you are a very busy person who is not home a lot, look for a plan that has convenience as well as healthy choices. If you wind up choosing a plan that you don't stick to for whatever reason, you will wind up failing and you will then most likely go back to your old ways, but now feeling worse than when you started out. Calorie level. Make sure that the plan you choose has you eating enough calories. You essentially want to cut out enough calories so that you can lose those 1 to 2 pounds a week. You have to weigh this all against you and your activity levels, as how many calories you need each day will vary from person to person depending on how active they are and their weight. You might want to work with a trained health professional to help you decide which is best for you.